Hello, my dear students of BSc 4th semester. So, welcome to physics classes by Sarabdeep Kaur Sidhu. So, today's our topic is about the difference between a reversible process and a irreversible process. So, all of you know about reversible and irreversible processes. So, we will go in detail of about these processes. So, first is reversible process. So what is a reversible process? The process in which system successfully changes from one equilibrium state to next equilibrium state. From one equilibrium state to next equilibrium state, differing only in finitesimally, means very small, from the previous one or the preceding one. Clear? So when it changes from one equilibrium state to next equilibrium state, the change is very small. The system passes through a succession of an infinitely large number of. A system passes through a succession of an infinitely large number of equilibrium states during this. So this state or process is quasi-static process, very slow process. Quasi-static process means the changes from one equilibrium state to second equilibrium, the next equilibrium state is very slow. So that's why this process is called quasi-static process. Quasi-static process. So this is a very slow. So we can also say that the reversible process is a very slow process. Clear? Or you can also say that the system takes place in both forward and backward direction. The system takes place in forward and backward direction. You can also say the reversible process. The system can take place in forward as well as in backward direction. So it is a slow process, and the slow process here, that is quasi-static process. The change from one equilibrium state to another equilibrium state is a slow process. That is called quasi-static process. This is very important. Then about the irreversible process. So what is irreversible process? The process which takes place in one direction only, either in backward or in forward. Direction. So irreversible process, a process which cannot be retraced in opposite direction by reversing the controlling factors. So if a system wants to change into another state, or you can say if the system is going to forward direction or to go in the backward direction, then there will be a lot of changes. Clear? That is a irreversible process, and it is carried out rapidly. Very fast process. Clear? So this is about reversible process, and this is about the irreversible process. Second, the main point is about the that you can say about entropy. The entropy of the system in the case of a reversible process, that is delta S is equal to 0. In case of a reversible process. And in case of irreversible process, the change in entropy delta S, that is greater than equal to 0. Okay? Entropy is also called the inertia in the thermal inertia in thermodynamics. The entropy is also called thermal inertia in case of thermodynamics, as we have mass in case of linear motion, inertia that is, and we have moment of inertia in rotational motion. Same, it is entropy is a thermal inertia in case of thermodynamics. In a thermal system you can also see. So delta S is equal to 0, delta S is greater than 0 for irreversible process, and the reversible process, this is an ideal process. Why it is called an ideal process. For example, you want to do a work done on a system, and work done on the system, for example, it is 12 joules, and work done on the system in forward direction, you can say, that is 12 joules, and in backward direction it should also be 12 joules. So this is not possible in reality. So it is not in a real process. It is an ideal process. It is an ideal process. Clear? And this process is a natural process. This occurs in nature always. Okay? So this is in a daily routine. So this is a natural process. Clear? Then third, at any stage the equilibrium is not disturbed. In this the equilibrium is not disturbed. There is a thermal equilibrium, mechanical equilibrium, all equilibriums. Means the system is always in a thermodynamic equilibrium. In the case of a reversible process, the system is always in a thermodynamic equilibrium. And in the case of an irreversible process, the equilibrium exists after the completion of the process. When the process fully completed, then equilibrium attain equilibrium. Clear? Then it takes infinite time for completion. We know that it is a slow process, so it takes infinite time for completion, and it takes finite time. It takes infinite time. It takes finite time for completion. Clear? Fifth point, work obtained in this process is maximum. The work done, because why work done obtained in this process is maximum? Because the system is in equilibrium. So the work done in this process is maximum. Okay? The losses are less. The work done obtained in this process is not maximum. So that's why this process is very prominent in thermodynamic reversible process, because work done obtained in this process is maximum. So this is all about the reversible and irreversible processes. Now about the examples. This is for reversible process. These are the examples. Because I have less space on the board, so I write here. These are the examples for irreversible processes. This is very important about the examples. So what are the examples? Melting of ice, boiling of water. Clear? Carnot heat engine we have done in +1. Electrolysis, frictionless pulleys, weightless springs. In weightless springs, work done on stretching the spring is equal to work done by the spring against a stretching force in case of a reversible process. Clear? So also in a reversible process, the system does not waste heat. The system does not waste heat during conduction, convection and radiation in case of a reversible process. Clear? Conduction, convention and radiation, all of you know that what are conduction, convention and radiation. These are the examples of reversible process. Now the examples of irreversible processes. Work done against friction. So here there is equilibrium, thermal equilibrium, no wastage of heat. ठीक है? So friction कह लो कि friction less. Pulleys are frictionless pulleys. But in this case, examples are work done against friction, diffusion, conduction and radiation, rusting of iron. Rusting of iron is a irreversible process. Then falling of water from a height. Falling of water from a height, that is also a irreversible process. Then a question always comes in the exam that what are the conditions for reversibility? Okay, so mainly there are two conditions for reversibility. What are these two conditions for reversibility or for reverse process? These are two conditions. What are these conditions? First condition is a process should occur in infinitesimally small time. Small time. Then all initial and final states must be in equilibrium with each other. All ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ final and initial states that must be in equilibrium with each other. This is about the reversible and irreversible processes. So thank you very much.